G'day, welcome. Thank you so much to my subscribers and thank you so much for your comments and all your support. I'm going to release 3 videos pretty quickly now. It's very exciting what's happening in my life, so I'll share that with you, as well as today's shave. I'm going to be using for the first time on the channel the Muhle shaving soap in the Sandalwood. It's a very small puck. It's half the size of most other pucks. It only weighs 65 grams or 2.3 ounces, and I think it's around 15 Australian dollars, so roughly about 11 US dollars. So it has, I've used this probably about, I've had this since before I started the channel and everything. I've used this maybe about half a dozen times. It has this beautiful logo that I'm not sure if it can be seen on camera. It's been worn off a little bit. It's got the windmill, the Muhle windmill on it, and it's got just basically saying that shaving soap, savon de race, and what else does it say? It says Raseneffef in German, so I can't read German. So it's in this small little puck. It comes in something like a cellophane cling wrap, wrapping on it, and it's a very mild, very pleasant scent. It's just very mild. If you told me this was sandalwood, I wouldn't know. It just smells lovely and very mild. And because it's a sandalwood shave, I'll be using the Truth & Hill Sandalwood Aftershave Balm, which I love. And as I reach towards the end, I'm saving it more and more. I generally use 3 or 4 pumps out of this, and it's rather expensive, but it is a very beautiful product. Truth & Hill makes some great products. And to do this shave, I'm going to continue the theme of the shave that I did last time, using the Lupo, the dual comb. It's got an open comb on one side, and it's got the closed comb on the other side. So it is a very, it's quite an aggressive razor. And I shaved on the last video one side with the open comb and the other side with the closed comb. And very light touch is required for this because it can bite. And usually I do like a 2-pass shave with it and a bit of a cleanup. And the open comb is exquisitely efficient, and it's really good for taking down heavy stubble. So I've grown this stubble a little bit not as long as last time, but it's more than my usual. And I'll be shaving with the open comb for the full face on the first pass, and then for the cleanup and second pass I'll be using the closed comb. So just really trying to get the maximum utility out of both sides in a single shave. It has the Gillette Platinum blade inside for the second use because I haven't shaved since then. Okay, let's get on with today's shave. The Yaqi Mocha synthetic brush. Just going to wet the brush, knock out most of that soap, water, wet the face. Work that water into the face. I like hot water. Hot water really softens up the bristles, and because the bristles they absorb quite a bit of water, it's really good. Just if you've got a heavy growth, I sometimes, especially in wintertime, I'll run my face under running hot water on both sides and really warm up the face and get those get that stubble to be removed. But we're nearly in spring, and here's the exciting part. My wife has 3 days until her due date. So we saw the midwife yesterday, and I just popped the puck in. It's a bit loose, obviously, because I use it infrequently. I dry it and I put it back into the box. So what I do is I put the puck inside, just a bowl, and I just usually pin it with my thumb, and I just work like that. Now you can, but it does get a bit slippery. You can just start applying and paint on that soap onto the brush and hold it in your palm And a lot of that soap on the hand I just apply to the face, so it's not getting wasted as well. Just depends how you want to do it. They do make purpose-built bowls, but they're extremely expensive. They're $40 Australia, over 40 or $50 Australian for the puck and for the bowl, the ceramic bowl. Beautiful, but you know, I'm not going to spend that because I am not monogamous with my soaps. So I've applied a good amount of soap and I have some on my hand, so I'm just going to start working that into the face so as not to waste it. Now the soap is soft, so you don't have to spend an hour applying the soap to the brush. You get quite a lot of soap, as you can see from there. And I'll just add a little bit of water to the brush itself and begin to apply. And it's a beautiful, beautiful scent, but very, very mild. I'd say scent strength is about a 3, maybe even a 2 or 3. But it's just a beautiful, clean, soapy smell. And yeah, like I said, I could not recognize if this was sandalwood. You know, even if you had told me, it just doesn't have any sandalwood really strong qualities to it. And let's feel it. It's good. It's slick enough. Now, as for the baby is on the way. Everything in the house is all ready to go. We've got in the car the grab bag. We've got dates in there and raspberry tea that my wife's been drinking. And we've got little bliss balls that she can eat while she's during the event. We've been given a whole bunch of information, so we're extremely excited to see whether our little one is a boy or girl. It's all in the hands of God, and so yeah, really excited. Let's begin this shave. Open comb, full face. Let's go. And you can see it's just exquisitely efficient. However, you do need to rinse frequently. And like I said in the last video, if I was going to take down a whole beard with the safety razor, I'd probably reach for this open comb with the Lupo. Look at that efficiency. It is wonderfully efficient. So for heavy growth, this is the one to go. This for me would never be a daily driver, but for this kind of growth, this is where the Lupo wins. A lot of rinsing out. And so the meeting yesterday with the midwife went really well. We covered how they promote labour, you know, what strategies help to promote labour, and what happens if labour is not achieved within a safe time frame, what an induction is and what it consists of in a lot more detail. We were told pretty much in very good detail before, but we went into the exquisite detail is in the timings and how things work that they do the induction for the baby. We did a couple of courses already. We did 3 courses, and we covered all different things like pain management, you know, the stretching, the exercises. So the baby has moved lower in as it's meant to in these final stages. So everything is on track. And it's just so exciting. I'm going to be a dad for the first time. And I think I'll be equally happy whether it's a boy or girl. Okay, look at how efficient that first pass is at knocking back all that hair. And what I really love is I love that the corners of the tabs around the tip of the razor are removed here, so you can really use that point of the razor blade. I think that should be on the Game Changers and the BBS as well. They should really remove the tabs. So that little notch that's taken out on the corner, so you can get to that point of both sides. I think that should be on their Game Changers as well. I think that I like the head of I like the solid bar of the 0.84 Game Changer. The only thing that I would love for it to have are the notches taken out on each 4 corner. So if Razorock ever watches these videos, if you could make that one change, I think that would be pretty much the grail razor for me. Okay, let's do the second pass. Good residual slickness from that soap. Very good. So if you need a good soap, this Muhle, it's got great residual slickness. It is a great soap. Scent wise, very, very low, but pleasant. It's a pleasant, very pleasant soapy scent. So I like it. It's not a very foamy soap either, so I wouldn't. It just produces a nice tight lather without the big foam, which I'm not really a big fan of. I quite like this tight, slick lather. So yeah, it works. Probably it's definitely less slick than Arco, but it's definitely more slick than the average soap. So it's right up there in terms of quality. I'm going to use the closed comb side now. Just going from lateral to medial. Let's have a feel now. Very nice. Went from gruff to nice and clean. This is already at a close, comfortable shave, and then you can see that it really is getting into those finer, smaller hairs. in the different direction. Okay, let's do the other side. Respect this razor, very light touched. Man, those corners, the corners of this is just amazing. Look at that. That's a nice. It's mainly just here. So now, because I've gone lateral to medial, I'll go medial to lateral through here. You don't always have to work against the grain. I'm really happy with that. Two-part shape, beautiful. Let's clean up the sideburns just a touch, make it nice and neat with that closed comb. Really easy to tell where the edge is as opposed to that BBS, which was really difficult. Perfect. So very, very excited. Hot water and then cold. Let's pat dry. So our local hospital is called Royal North Shore Hospital here in Sydney, and it has a very, very good reputation. We hired what's called a TENS machine, which is, think about it, transcutaneous electroneuromuscular stimulation, according to my training in health science. So yeah, it acts as a counter irritant, and you put the electrical device with pads on the body and switch it on and up, and it goes along the back, either side of the spine, along what's called the erector spinae, and in the lumbar region, and you switch it on and off by using the pulse, and I'll just read the manual, and that should give my wife a bit of pain relief. So we've bought that, we've hired it from the hospital. They've been great there. I'm just applying some tea tree, witch hazel, not tea tree, I've ran out of that, just to the face. Very, very nice. Very good product. Yeah, I think this is a very mild soap. It's a utilitarian soap, so because it doesn't have much smell, it just has good slickness, it's a good quality soap. That's what it is. Using now the Sandalwood 4 pumps. Apply it to the tips of my fingers. Rub it in. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, man. I love that sandalwood smell from Trueford and Hill. That's gorgeous. Okay, that's the favorite part today is the Trueford and Hill Sandalwood. That is phenomenal stuff. And it's a massive leap in quality and scent from that soap. So yeah, that's the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. So excellent, 2-pass shave with a little bit of cleanup. That's what I recommend. It does bite. Once you go into doing 3 passes with something that's aggressive, I tend to take off quite a bit of skin, and I'm more likely to scrape the skin and get a kind of a layer of blood appear when I start using very aggressive razors. With this, a lighter touch, I could definitely do 3 passes on it, but I'm just not tempted to. That's not where its strength lies for me. So the Lupo is a winner. Not my favorite razor, but it is probably right up there for taking a heavy amount of growth. And probably by the next video that I do, I'm going to be a dad, and I'll let you know whether it's a boy or girl. Very, very excited. It's going to happen any day now. So I've got the car, the capsule that's been professionally fitted, the room, everything's been organized. We're good to go. And yeah, it's a little bit, the anticipation is getting there. So excited. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one.